when we talk about security, so we're already a couple layers in from a security standpoint, right? So you're authenticated against Fabric. The workspace gives you access, to this particular item. So, we've already a couple layers in. So layering on top of the Fabric security that's provided, we also have the ability to control row and column access. And so row access here, this is not technically row level security because this doesn't control what you can see. It just controls what you can do, right? It controls whether you can add, update, and delete rows. Now we do, as we'll show you in a bit, we do have row level, full-blown row level security coming, which will give you a preview. But in the current version, this isn't row level security that doesn't control what you can see. It just controls what you can do. So inside of here, we have the ability to control inserts, updates, and deletes. Right, so I can, if I don't want to allow inserts, I can say no one, right, or I can default it to everyone in my enter ID domain, or I can limit it to specific users. So like in this case, I'm going to say Ishwar is the only user that can do inserts. I'm going to save this. And then when it comes to updating who can do updates, again, we can turn that off if we don't want to allow it. We can defaults to everyone in the domain. I can limit it to specific users, just like I did here with Ishwar. But I can also turn on rule-based access. So this is kind of a static. It's not dynamic per se. It's more static. So I could come in here and I can add a rule that says I can only update, or I can only update records where status is not retired. I'm going to save that, and we'll see all this in action in just a minute. And then I can also, from a deletion standpoint, deletion is turned off by default, but I do have the ability, again, to turn it on for all users, for specific users, as well as rule-based, right? So, and this behaves exactly like the update existing rows. So, if I want to do this, I can say, we'll do the opposite, deletions. So I can't update them, but I can delete them. So now we can see this in action. So if I come back over here, so I have some retired records, and you notice that when I hover over them, it gives me a message that indicates that I don't have the ability to update them. Now we do have some features coming that will highlight rows that are not editable. So in addition to having the message, you'll get a visual indication that the row is read only. And you'll notice as I select rows, so my delete button is enabled, so I can select a retired row, and it's going to allow me to delete that. But if I select a non-retired row, you notice that the delete is disabled. And insert row, because Ishwar is the only one that can do inserts, so this one is disabled completely for me. So if I come back over here in the manage access, we'll jump into column access. So here there's two things. One, I can disable edits completely for a column just by toggling this option right here. But if I want to allow certain users to edit and certain users not to, then this is where I can configure over here. So I can say, Ishwar can edit asset type, but let's see. But I can update manufacturer, right? So if I save this and come back over here, asset type should now be disabled for me. So I can't do that, but manufacturer, let me select 1 minute. So I do have the ability to update manufacturer.